Hey everybody, how are you this beautiful Wednesday afternoon? It's Julie Ann Jones here. For those of you who might not know who I am, my name is Julie Ann Jones. I am a badass, no BS business mentor. I'm known as the virtual rock star. And my superpower, as I call it, is helping you create and launch an online program that leverages your time, gets more results for you, for your clients, and creates an amazing lifestyle for you. So that's really it. That's what I'm up to. I am also the host of the Virtual Rockstar Leverage and Launch Membership. It's a free Facebook group for virtual rock stars in the making. And I included a link in the headline so that you can request to join right away. That'll be added just as soon as I'm done with this. So if you're watching the replay, you can go up and click on that. Today, what I want to do is share a quick training that I call 5 signs that you're ready to leverage and launch. And I'm just going to go through these really quickly. And hopefully you will see yourself in some of these. Hopefully you'll say, yes, that's me. That's exactly where I am. And if so, there's a quick call to action at the end that will support you as well. I mean, I actually have a worksheet for you to download. It's a checklist. And then we'll talk a little bit more about how we'll go further into this discussion over in the Facebook group. So let's get started with the 5 signs that you're ready to leverage and launch. Let me know you're here, by the way. If you happen to be on the live broadcast, just go ahead and say hello down below in the comments. Let me know that you're joining us. So let's begin. Number 1 way that you know that you're ready to leverage and launch. You have a process, and that process gets results for your clients. So example, you are a fitness instructor, or a dog trainer, or a business coach, or an organizational expert, or even a direct sales leader who has a specific process and talent. I call that your superpower for helping people change their results. So that's really pretty simple. And maybe this is a process that you've been doing for a long time that you're really comfortable with, and you're doing it offline right now. And so the idea is that you have that superpower, you have that process that gets results for other people. So that's the number 1 way that you can tell if you're ready to leverage and launch. Because if you have that process, you can take it and put it online and begin to leverage it by launching online. So there's that. Second way that you know is you want to leverage your time. And this is a really big component here. Because maybe you're working with people one-on-one with this process that you're so awesome at, your superpower. And you only have so many hours in the day, right? You've hit that glass ceiling of how many people that you can work with. You want to leverage your time, and you can't work with more one-on-one people. You need more income than working with more individual clients can bring you. That's the other part of it. And you want to scale your business quickly without taking on more individual clients and having to spend more time working, whether that's coaching or working with your clients or whatever it is you're doing, okay? So if that describes you, then this is a perfect opportunity for you to begin to leverage your information and put it into a format that allows people to come and consume it online. Okay, so that's number 2. The number 3 way that you know if you're ready to leverage and launch is that you want to turn your part-time side hustle into a full-time paycheck. And this is the one that I love more than anything. I know there are a lot of you watching who have an entrepreneurial business that is a part-time side hustle, and you work your full-time business, or you work at a full-time job, and then you do your business part-time. So if you want to turn that side hustle into a full-time paycheck, possibly so that you can quit that full-time job, you are the perfect candidate for somebody who can leverage that superpower, that expertise, and launch it into a program that'll help you work with more clients in less time. Number 4, you are tired of teaching your process time after time after time to people, one right after the other. So you're teaching that process again and again and again, and you want to coach people to implement that process instead. So there's a difference between teaching and coaching for implementation, okay? So if you could just clone yourself, so you could teach your process without having to show up, that would be awesome. And then what you could do is those people who actually have learned from your clone, then you could take them with your awesome expertise and superpower, and you could coach them to implement what they've learned That takes a lot less time. And if you're a leader and you have a team, I always say you teach in groups and you coach or mentor for implementation one-on-one. So you're not taking that same process and teaching it over and over and over and over again. That's a great way to leverage your time and talent and get all that information in an online format where you've cloned yourself and people can learn from you without you actually having to show up. And the number 5 way that you know you're ready to launch is you want to have an impact in the world that's bigger. You want to impact the world in a bigger way. You want to reach more of your ideal clients and help them get results from your process in a bigger way. So those are pretty simple. Number 1, you have a process that gets results for people and you want to find a way to help more people get those results. Number 2, you want to leverage your time. You're tired of working with people one-on-one. You want to be able to work with more people in less time. Number 3, you want to turn your part-time side hustle into a full-time paycheck. Number 4, you're tired of teaching that same process over and over again. And you want to coach people to implement what they're learning instead of having to teach them over and over again. In essence, you want to clone yourself. And number 5, you want to impact the world in a much bigger way. All of the clients I work with to leverage and launch have those things in common. So if all or even most of those things describe you, then you're in the perfect place. I'm glad you're watching today. And you're in the perfect position to leverage your superpower, create an online program, and then launch it out into the world. If you're interested in learning and discussing more about how you do that and where to start and what the process looks like, we're going to be doing that over in the Virtual Rockstar Leverage and Launch private Facebook group. It's free. And there's a link. There'll be a link right here in this post for you to go and come and join us. And like I said, the conversation continues there. And there's also a downloadable launch checklist that you can download right from this post. And it'll get you started so that you at least kind of know the components that you need to begin to have in place in order to get this going. Because I know that it probably feels overwhelming. It seems like there's way more to do than you could ever possibly do. And the bottom line is, if you can break it down and really get the execution and strategy in place so that you know exactly what to do next, you're going to feel a lot better about that. If you want to learn the best way to actually turn your superpower into a program or a course that you can use to scale your paycheck and impact more people, then all you have to do is click on that link and I will approve your request. You can join us in the group and we'll be talking more about how to use the launch timeline that you can download to get started in creating your program and planning your launch in the group. So make sure that you're a member of that group and also that you have notifications turned on once you become a member so you don't miss anything there, because there's a ton of amazing value that happens there. One of the first things I'm going to ask you to do as far as homework in that group is go make a video of yourself telling us what your superpower is, what it is that you could leverage to create a program and then launch it to the world. And people are doing that now. And if you don't want to do a video, you can take a selfie and post it, but I'd still love to have you do video. You got to be doing video. If you're online at all, this is the way to go. So I hope that helped you today. If you have any questions at all, let me know. You can post those in the comments below. I'll be looking at those. And thanks for dropping by for this really quick training on the 5 signs that let you know that you're ready to leverage and launch. Go out and create a great day. This is Julie Ann Jones, the Virtual Rockstar, saying rock on. I'll talk to you soon.